In this short video, I'm going to be talking about how to add blog posts to your website with Brizy Cloud's built-in blogging feature. First step you're going to do is you're going to go to brizy.io and you're going to hit login. If you have not made a Brizy account yet, even though you've been invited, you will not be able to see the website that we may have built for you. Or if you already have your own website, this step doesn't matter. But make sure that you have created a Brizy Cloud account website so you can be invited to your website or so you can access this page. Once you've created your account, you're going to be taken to Brizy Cloud. You're going to have this button here that says go to Brizy Cloud. Again, you should already be invited to a website workspace with an email that you provided, or this is you making your account for the first time and you're designing a website. This video will not cover designing a website. It will specifically show you how to add a blog post to a website that's already existing. So when you hit this Brizy Cloud button, you're going to be taken to your workspace that looks like this. In this case, we're using a website called Lucrative Careers to make this example on how to add a blog post. So you're here, you're already in Lucrative Careers or the workspace you're supposed to be working in. You're going to hit Edit Project. Sorry if it's taking a second. Once this website has loaded, you're going to go over to this top menu, which is the three dots, which means it says CMS, Content Management System. You're going to click on that, and you're going to see here a section called Posts. You're going to click on that, and you're going to see all posts are here. And when you want to add a post, you're going to hit Add New Post. Now, before I continue that, you notice that categories is where you categorize the different things that you're talking about in your blog post. If you decide to go into subcategories, all posts. We're going to add a new post. We're going to add a post title, test title here. And then you see there's a blog category. So we do want to use this feature. We want to add it under blog. It might also be able to be related if it goes under career development or executive resume, whatever other categories, but at least by default, select blog. When it's time to add an image, you're going to add an image here. As you can see, these are some of the images that are previously on the website. I can decide to use this image here, which you can see here. You can change the file name, alt name, all those kinds of things there, and even gives you the final URL. These things may not be important to you unless you're doing search engine optimization. Regardless, we can hit insert file. The blog excerpt is the short version of the blog, right? It's the little preview text, like in this blog, you're going to learn about this, or like, have you ever wondered XYZ? It should be. The excerpt is supposed to be almost like a teaser preview of this, or a very, very short summary of the blog body. So here's where you'd post the blog body. And if you pay attention, you want to make sure you take care of these things too. Like, um, let's say test blog here, right? Test blog here. I'm gonna hit enter. But if you notice, these are both paragraphs. What if this is a header one? Well, we got to make it a heading one. So just keep that in mind as you're pasting your blog in here. It should already be formatted. If you typed it in Google Docs or Microsoft Office, you should be able to copy, right? But you'll copy and paste it exactly how it is formatted on that document. So just keep that in mind, right? You have to make sure you format that properly. Any links should also be formatted. Let's say here, let's go to Lucrative Careers, go to the actual website. All right, I should be able to copy this, right? And link this button here, right? Enter a link. Now that text is also hyperlinked, right? If we have to bold it, if this is a quote, so on and so forth. So that's how that CMS works, is that you have to format this. If you have to add a video, right, or some kind of image, right, you can add all that there. Just make sure that you are formatting your text properly. And then the author, right, should be whoever you want the author to be. It's not always necessary, but sometimes it is nice to have the author there. But yeah, and then we can even add author picture. You can do all kinds of stuff. Now, I won't get into this too much either, but the last things is that you can customize, right, your CMS, your blog system. You can tell it to host a certain title, slug, category, image, excerpt. All of this is customizable. You can add more information here to make this blog post even more rich and more robust, but also more complicated as well. So keep that in mind. Here's an example of a finished one, right? It's got a couple categories. It's got a URL slug. See, it's got the image. It doesn't need an excerpt because the design doesn't call for an excerpt. Then it has the body, and all this is formatted properly. All right. So that should kind of conclude how to add a blog post. Um, but before I go, I want to make sure that I tell you that you must set this to publish. And if you want to make sure that this is live, I recommend you go to your website, right? You scroll down, you take a look, and you can see if the blog post is actually there or not. So just keep that in mind that you want to double check to see what is on the website and what is not. All right, that concludes this video.